my name is Christina, or as I'm known on Instagram, Miss Christina Cliche, and I'm here to talk to you about my style evolution. My style wasn't always pinup, and it really wasn't born from watching vintage old Hollywood movies or going antiquing with my grandparents. I actually really didn't have a style growing up. In fact, it was everywhere. Like, as you can see here, I literally had no idea who I was or how I would dress. In high school, college, pretty much up until I actually moved here to Florida, I had no idea. I would wear anything from school t-shirts and show a whole bunch of school pride to do not look at me, I am not here. I had no idea who I was and who I wanted to be because I was constantly changing and I never really was in a social clique. So I used a lot of summer dresses like this one. This is literally a dress that I got when I was in, oh god, high school. It's got pockets, which is the coolest thing about it, but other than that, it's just really light and I didn't really wear it all too much. It was cute. And then I wore literally black v-neck t-shirts and jeans that quite literally were ripped. And I didn't rip them, they came pre-ripped. These are jeans that I had in high school. That is a shirt I had in high school. I do not get rid of clothes. But it was a hard time. We're just gonna forget about that. And we're gonna move on to my first Dapper Day look. So, in case you don't know what Dapper Day is actually an event that gets held at Disney twice a year. Over in Disneyland in California, Walt Disney World here in Florida, and then actually in Disneyland Paris. So when I originally moved to Florida, I thought, oh my god, this is so cool, and I really want to take part in it. It seemed to me like something that you kind of dress up and it's kind of costumey. You get to be somebody who you're not, which for me was super awesome because I still didn't really have an idea of who I was or what my style was. So for me, I was really pumped. Not a lot of people knew what it was though, which made it a little hard to find out what to wear. So I ended up doing Google searches and found that a lot of girls were wearing poodle skirts, swing skirts, and just a lot of big skirted, frilly, kind of 50s themed things. So I decided, okay, cool. So my first Disney Dapper Day was actually over in Disneyland. I went with a boyfriend at the time and I heard about Disney bounding, and so I was like, oh, I'm gonna do that. So we did Mickey and Minnie, and this was my first dress. I still have it. It's actually supposed to be gone now. I don't wear it anymore. It doesn't fit me. I literally took on pin and pinup and had to pin myself into this dress. It is quite the epitome of a ladybug, not even realizing it at the time that I looked like a giant ladybug, but I did. And I actually wore it with this exact crinoline that's under it that I found on eBay. I found the dress on Amazon, the crinoline on eBay, and I was like, okay, cool. And I wore these red pumps that are absolutely terrible because they squeak if they touch each other. But I wore that one, and that was cute, and it was fun. But I didn't want to really do that after seeing all of this style there, so my next Dapper Day was actually Walt Disney World in the same time. I think it was fall, and I wore this Hearts and Found dress that I have. This, I didn't have to pin myself in because I was actually almost too big for it. I had to suck in to be able to zip it up. So this is something I don't really wear a lot anymore, but it definitely is the first thing that really made me feel pretty and confident about myself, and that's all that pinup is for me, is feeling amazing and confident and really just owning myself and my own style. And so that's the first dress that actually really did that for me, and I didn't have to really care what anyone else thought because, well, I don't care, I'm wearing it, it's on my body, it's not your body, so why not? But my style, of course, has grown a lot more since then. These are just my first two Dapper Day looks. I have tons more. So I'll show you 4 dresses, I guess? Yeah, I'll show you 4. I'll show you the one that I'm probably most known for nowadays for Dapper Day. Right now. My style ranges. I'm really trying to grow more as a person and grow my style more. So along with that, I of course have my reproductions. This is from one of my favorite designers, Bernie Dexter. She makes a lot of stuff that's definitely meant for more petite girls, more girls that aren't really that well endowed in the chest area. And for me, that's a really big thing because that's something I'm actually really self-conscious about. But for me, these are amazing. These always fit me nicely and I always feel amazing and beautiful in them. Another designer that I really love is Pinup Girl. They make amazing clothes. They're all really well made. Both designers actually make them here in the US, which is even better because it's supporting things that are here where I do live. And I just really love them. And reproductions are fantastic, but I also love to really challenge myself with vintage. So I've really tried to challenge myself and wear more vintage. It's really hard to find really good vintage that actually fits you. I myself don't really like altercating anything a lot. I don't like have to change the garment to fit me. I love things just the way they are, so I really want them to stay just like that. If I do need to, I try to only do maybe an inch or so. I really try to not fix it because it's already a beautiful piece. All of my clothes I consider pieces. They're all works of art from different artists and different designers, and I love to show them off. We put makeup on, it's kind of like painting your face, so why shouldn't your clothes be the same? So this past spring, I really challenged myself for the first time ever, and I wore all vintage. Oh gosh. I do Disneyland's Dapper Day and I do our Dapper Day. So it's, I think, 8 in total. It's a lot of outfits. So you can imagine how hard it is to find vintage and just really stuff that I already have maybe, but it's definitely a fun challenge to go up to. So this past spring I wore all vintage. I also did 2 outfits per day, which is a big thing, but it's kind of nice to be able to take a break in the middle of the day, change, and just say, oh, this one's really cool too. And it lets you show that you can really change a lot. So one of mine was this beautiful 70s off-the-shoulder dress. When I got it, I fit it perfectly. When I put it on though, not so much. But it's okay, sometimes fashion is pain. It is amazing and flowy and I love it, and it's a maxi, so it's super cool. But that was the first maxi I've ever worn and that was crazy and I loved it, but it was crazy. The other one is actually one that I wore at Disneyland. It is this beautiful rainbow cotton candy princess. I can't even say it right. This dress has a whole story to it. The summary is, I had a friend who didn't fit it. She told me, oh my god, you need to try it. And so I tried it on. I really wasn't planning on buying anything at the Dapper Day Expo that's at Disneyland, but I tried it and it fit me so good. And I ended up changing my entire outfit for the next day. I got new gloves, I got new sunglasses, and a new purse, and a new dress. I used the same shoes because shoes are really hard to break in, but I ended up getting this and it's amazing. It's so light and it's so springy. So I'm actually, a lot of people know me from this dress, amazingly enough. A few people have done art over it and it's just been a change. I bought a whole hat too. I have a whole hat wall, but I'm not going to show you because some of them are being used for this coming fall. So that's my style. It's changed a lot and it's still changing. I actually really take something that Jasmine, Vintage Vandal, has said on Instagram. She said, don't put yourself in a box. Don't ever feel like you need to dress 50s, 30s, 40s, 60s, 70s. Try something new. Challenge yourself. And I really love that. So I've been doing that a lot for myself. And I'm really excited to see where I can go and how it looks. Because really, all these clothes are amazing and I can't wait to see what I'm going to pull out next.